Thank you very much, John, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, as a nation, we stand as one. We stand as one for Remembrance Day and the centenary of the signing of the armistice. We stand as one, united. And what unites us is not just our shared history. It's not language, geography. More than anything, that which unites us is a common set of values. And there is no greater value than the value of freedom. And we only have to look at the sky under which we sit on this eve to know that freedom reigns supreme right across this country, what is probably the finest liberal democracy on earth. And here, of course, in this paradise of the Sunshine Coast. And the spirit of freedom burns as hotly in our hearts as it did the men and women who fought and died a century ago. And to think that a century ago tomorrow, how they would have celebrated in the streets, knowing that the guns are falling silent on the Western Front. The Great War, as it was referred to, was coming to an end. And yet, that celebration tempered by the horror, by the tragedy of war, by the chilling nightmare of death and of injury of those who have given their life. And here we today unveil an eternal flame, symbolising eternal life. And as a nation built on Christian values, eternal life, of course, comes from a belief in a God. And for those who believe, then you would know that we've always been taught the three great virtues of hope, faith and love, and the greatest of those being love. And we've also been taught that there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. And this eternal flame will always remember those who laid down their lives, especially those who came from not just Australia and the 60,000 who lost their lives in World War I and since, but especially the Sunshine Coast, for those who have served, for those who do serve, and for those who will serve in the future. We pay you our greatest tributes, and thank you so much on behalf of the Prime Minister and the government for allowing me to be part of this ceremony tonight.